Hello guys, it's Willing here from Tech. I'm about to share with you the basic ways you can use Google Analytics to find out what is happening with your website, how many followers do you have, and how often do they come, and where do they come from, and things like that. So without any waste of time, let's get into it. I've opened my website here on Google Analytics, and I have a few reports that I can generate at any time. If you look on your left here, you have real time. Real time actually just means people who are on your website at this particular moment. You can be able to see who's on your website at this particular moment at any point in time. So if I click here and I say overview, after that, that's what you will see. And so when you see something like this, it means nobody is on your website. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna do something quickly, and I'm gonna open a new tab and go to my website. Immediately the site opens. If you go into the Google Analytics, you're gonna now see this line right here. This line represents a visitor. So somebody is on your website, and this will show you the page that they are on. So now they're actually on the home page. So if they are on the home page, you'll just see the /. But if I go back to my website and then I click biometric attendance register, what you'll see now in Google Analytics in real time, it will show you what page the visitor is on. So that's how it works. And then let's quickly move to under real time. You see some few things here. The first one is location. It will tell you where your visitor is visiting your website from, which is not always accurate, but it will give you an idea. And then here, traffic sources. How did they get to your website? Did they just go directly? Did they click a link from Facebook or social media? Things like that. Yeah. And then we have a few more tips there that I want to talk about today. And then if you go to audience will talk about your actual visitor, where you'll get some things explained about who visits your website. Things like demographics. Demographics is usually age, gender. So it's not always accurate, like I said, but you'll get an idea of who actually visits your website. You can go to geo, and then geo, you can go to language, the language preference of your visitor, or where most of your visitors are from. So you see on my website, most of my visitors come from the United States. I have a few from South Africa, and I have a few from India. So that's where most of my traffic comes from: US, South Africa, and India. So we can move to behavior. Behavior is what your visitors do on your website. I don't know if I make sense. What your visitors do on your website is called behavior. And behavior, you can study it from, are they new or are they returning to your website? It will show you how many people are new on your website and how many are returning. So I have 28 visitors that are new, and then I have 3 visitors that are returning to my website. So it's a good thing. And then here you have a basic flow of your visitors, and then and then technology, you can see whether they are using, what kind of operating system they are using, the type of operating system they are using, and the network service provider. And then you can also see user flow. So user flow is what happens when people get to your website. You see, if I get 15 people from the US, 14 people from South Africa, so they arrived at the homepage, all of them. Quite a few number of them dropped after they see the homepage. They dropped and they didn't continue further. But a few more went to get in touch. A few more went to SSMs. One went to the blog, and then from the blog they went to Alpheus, and then from there, so you can see what happens in where you drop visitors and when you get where you gain visitors. So all of these things, I'll make a detailed video that will explain exactly what happens. And then acquisition is where did your visitors come from? Did they come from social media? Did they come directly to your website? Did they get recommendations or links from other websites and things like that? So if you go acquisition and you click overview, it will give you a brief overview of what is happening. So 58% comes from social media, which will be the links that are on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and things like that. And then the other 32, they come directly, which are people who just come and type in my website address and then they come through. And then you have 9% that is organic search, when they go to Google and search for your services and then you appear. So you can see the visitors that came from your Google ads and stuff like that. And then behavior, it's almost like the same behavior that was in the audience. So yeah, so that is the basic things that you can do with Google Analytics. I'm gonna do another video that will show you in-depth operation of Google Analytics. This was just a brush intro to Google Analytics, and I hope it makes sense to you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave us a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.